Hi, and welcome to Scenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
Okay, so you've started taking a new supplement, and you're wondering, is this thing even working? We've all been there. Well, today we're taking all of the guesswork out of 5-HTP. We're going to give you a super clear roadmap for exactly what to expect and when, for everything from mood support all the way to migraine prevention. You know the feeling, right? You've committed, you're taking it every single day, and there's always that one big question just kind of nagging you in the back of your mind. Bingo, when am I going to feel a difference? That's what it all comes down to. In this explainer, we're not just going to answer that question. We are going to literally map it out for you step by step so you know exactly what you're looking for. All right, so before we jump into the timelines, let's do a quick reset and make sure we're all on the same page. What is 5-HTP? And how does it actually do what it does inside your brain? So 5-HTP is basically a compound that your body uses as a stepping stone to create serotonin. And you can think of serotonin as one of your brain's most important mood regulators. So by giving your brain the raw materials it needs, 5-HTP can have this really powerful ripple effect on everything from how you feel day to day to how well you sleep at night. So what can you expect in those first few weeks? Let's talk about the initial response phase, the first benefits that people usually start to notice. And here's where our timeline kicks off. The first thing you're likely to see is a noticeable lift in your mood, and that usually happens within about 3 to 4 weeks. A little bit later, somewhere between weeks 5 and 8, you might start to see some effects on weight management. It's kind of interesting that mood comes first, right? That's probably because serotonin has a more direct line to your brain chemistry, while the effects on appetite just take a little longer to show up. And this initial phase is so important. Feeling that positive shift in your mood early on can be a huge motivator to stick with it. It gives you the encouragement you need to stay consistent, which then allows the supplement enough time to work on those other, more gradual benefits. So, listen, if you're taking 5-HTP mainly for mood support, the big takeaway here is this: give it at least a month. That 3 to 4 week window, that's really the sweet spot where a lot of people start to feel that steady, positive shift. But hey, what if you're looking for more than just a mood boost? Well, for some of 5-HTP's other really powerful benefits, you're going to have to play the long game. Okay, let's add the next piece to our map: getting better sleep quality. That one takes a bit longer. It usually shows up between 6 and 12 weeks. So why the delay? Well, it's because serotonin is a precursor to melatonin. That's the hormone that runs your whole sleep-wake cycle. So 5-HTP is basically helping your body build its own natural sleep aid. But that system, it just takes a little while to get back in balance. And this is a really important distinction. If you've ever taken melatonin, you expect it to work that same night. 5-HTP is playing a totally different game. It's not a sedative. It's working more gradually behind the scenes to help restore your body's own natural sleep rhythm. It's a fundamental fix, not a quick patch. And now we get to the benefit that really requires the most commitment, but honestly, for a lot of people, could be the most life-changing: using 5-HTP to help prevent migraines. And just like that, our timeline is complete. This map gives you a crystal clear overview of what you can expect from 5-HTP, from those first little changes in the first few weeks, all the way out to a full 6 months of consistent use. So for anyone who suffers from migraines, the key here is some serious patience. We are not talking about a quick fix. This is a long-term strategy, a real commitment to managing a chronic condition. We're talking half a year of daily use to see a significant drop in how often those attacks happen. But, and this is a huge but, this is for migraines, not for tension headaches. Why the difference? Well, it's believed that migraines are often tied to serotonin imbalances in the brain, and that's exactly what 5-HTP targets. Tension headaches, on the other hand, they usually have different root causes, which is why studies just don't show much of an impact there. Okay, so you know how long it takes. But how do you actually get there? I mean, getting the dose right is just as important as being patient. So let's talk numbers. You can see right away how the dose changes depending on your goal. For migraine prevention, it's way higher. That's because it requires a much more substantial, sustained boost in serotonin levels to make a difference. You'll also see fibromyalgia on there, which some research suggests might be helped by 5-HTP because of its role in how we perceive pain. But of course, remember, these are just guidelines, and you should always talk to your healthcare provider first. So what are the most important things to walk away with? First, there's no single one-size-fits-all answer. The timeline really depends entirely on your health goal. And second, no matter what you're using it for, patience and consistency, those are your two best friends on this journey. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? In this world where we're always looking for quick fixes, we sometimes forget the power of gradual, sustainable change. Maybe, when it comes to our health, the most powerful ingredient isn't a pill or a powder, but just the willingness to give our bodies the time they actually need to find their balance again.
Thank you for watching Scenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit scenario.com. See you in the next one.